when you came to IIM Bangalore, did you want to get into consulting?
For me, I wanted to get into consulting only.
So what was your dream company like?
I really wanted to get into one of the MBBs.
So could you share more about the process involved in this? How did you guys prepare your resume?
When you make a resume, you follow this approach of like what you did, how you did.
For good consulting firms, you need to have a balance of ACADS, co-curricular and extracurricular.
So can you share more about which companies you got shortlisted from? Roughly share how many cases did you do?
I was doing 6 to 7 cases.
Hi guys, so today we are at IIM Bangalore and we are talking to two IIM Bangalore students who are in PGP 1. They gave CAT 2024 and now they are at IIM Bangalore. And in the summer internship process, they got into consulting and both of them converted BCG. So today we are going to talk about the process and know how you can also get into consulting if you are at a B school. So let's dive in directly. Welcome guys, thank you for being in this video and sharing your insights with folks. So why don't you first tell me about your profiles, like what do you guys do, how's your profile in general?
Sure. So I did my undergraduation from Hindu College in Statistics Honors. Then I worked at Accenture Strategy and Consulting for 2 years before coming here.
So I did my BCom honors from SRCC, graduated in 2022, and then I had 3 years of work at Microsafe Consulting, which is a boutique impact consulting firm.
Okay, awesome. So we have two people with consulting experience and who are non-engineers as well. So why don't you tell me about, when you came to IIM Bangalore, did you want to get into consulting in internships or what was it like?
So for me, I did want to explore other areas as well, but like at the time of preparing my CV and from inputs from PGP2s, I was sure that mostly I will get shortlist from consulting only, and I was like I wanted to pivot from impact consulting to management consulting, so I kind of was mainly focused on that only.
For me, I wanted to get into consulting only, so that was one of my key goals of coming for an MBA. And at one point, the thought of exploring crossed my mind, but then I was like, let's stick to consulting only.
Okay, fine. So what was your dream company like to get into, and did you actually get into your dream company?
So for me, it was one of the MBBs only because in UG, I couldn't really get into the MBBs. And so I am at BCG.
Oh, awesome. And what about you?
Yeah, same. I really wanted to get into one of the MBBs, and like BCG was always my priority on that. So, and I got into it, so I was happy only.
Great. So you both wanted to get into consulting and both wanted to get into MBBs and you finally converted it. So could you share more about the process involved in this? So we start with, I think, resume preparation, right? So how did you guys prepare your resume?
Like it said at IMB that you get help when you ask for help. So I extensively took help from all the PGP2s, and it wasn't in terms of numbers. I kept only talk to 10 PGP2s, but I had very in-depth, I used to go to them again and again to get my CV points reviewed, and after a point I understood that what exactly, why are they saying it and what exactly is the company looking at. I had the WorkX and social impact, so a lot of the impact was not qualitative. It was qualitative, it wasn't quantitative, but when you make a resume, you follow this approach of what you did, how you did, and then what was the result of it. So I had to focus a lot of my own personal time to strategize that how I want to put forward my impact, and that's where PGP2 also helped a lot.
Okay.
So in this, I want to highlight a very important point that people think that ACADS are not really important. But if you want to get into the top tier consulting firms, they have ACADS as a necessity factor. So if you have bad ACADS, you might not really get a shortlist from them. So ACADS are important, and if you don't have good ACADS, you might not get a shortlist from them. Does not matter how good your overall profile is. At the same time, ACADS is just one bucket. So for good consulting firms, you need to have a balance of ACADS, co-curricular and extracurricular. So once you have these balanced CV, then these firms look for spikes. So it could be academic spike, your maybe, or let's say a state rank or a national level something. Maybe if you're into sports, so maybe national level sports or state level sports. And then some just add-ons to what Anjali said, use power verbs, etc. in your resume. So those things help. But overall, your intern is majorly defined by, summer intern is majorly defined by the things you did before coming to a MBA campus, as opposed to what you're gonna do after here.
So how much time do you get to prepare this resume in general?
I think it was 3 to 4 weeks. I don't exactly remember, but it was somewhere around that.
After you joined the campus, right? Understood. And then your CV is frozen, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So after you guys made your resume, you got shortlists. So can you share more about which companies you got shortlisted from?
Specifically in consulting, I got shortlist from McKinsey, BCG, Bain, Carney, and then some other like Oliver Wyman, etc. Got some finance shortlist as well, but I really did not want to get into finance. So yeah.
So for me, the shortlist were BCG, Carney, Bain, and Oliver, and all of these companies. And I also had some in Fin, but my major focus was always on consult.
Awesome. So we had shortlist from all the top firms.
Yeah, not McKinsey, apart from McKinsey. Yeah.
Awesome. So both of you, how can you share more about how did you prepare, and with the hectic terms that are there at IMB, how did you manage your preparation?
Yeah, so roughly we have 1 month before the D-Day, like roughly one month and 10 days. So how I divided was that initially 10 days, I had 3 groups which I had made with my friends. So we used to do this case prep with them and followed the timelines that Icon had, the club that had shared with us. And then after that, I went to PGP2s for a mock interview. So I scheduled interviews with them, and the interview prep with my core group continued all the while. So then the PGP2 layer came, and they were asking cases that they were asked last year. And then in the last 10 or 15 days, I went to all the buddies. Like I scheduled all the calls. Like every day, I used to have one buddy call and used to prep with them. So that's how I did it. And then on the D-Day was my final one.
Okay.
Yeah, so somewhat similar of a prep. I also had 2 core groups with which I used to practice all the cases. And initially, we focus on profitability, market entry, and guesstimates. And once that part is done, then you move on to more of the unconventional cases, because those are the ones which typically people are asked in the interviews. You have to make sure you have firm grip on those. And at the same time, you have consulting dinners also going on. So for each firm, you will have one consulting dinner where not sure if they're evaluative or not, but you should put your best front forward. So you kind of do a prep for that as well, read up about the firm, etc. So that part was done. And I remember I was initially doing like 3 cases maybe in a day when we were having classes and other things, but then we got a break from academics to actually prepare for this. And I think 1 week or 2 week we got off, and in those days I went full in on the case prep. I was doing case prep with my group, as well as Anjali said, with PGP2s or with anyone I could find. And yes, buddies are actually very important. People don't prepare with them thinking they will judge you how it is, but they actually gave me a lot of feedback which helped on the D-Day.
So quick question, for our viewers, can you just tell who are buddies?
So in consulting, every consulting firm will assign people to you. So these people are graduates from either the same campus or maybe a near same level campus, 2 or 3 years in the corporate, in the same firm, and they will guide you. They will tell you about the firm. They will help you make choices. They will help you prepare for your case interviews or any other doubt that you have in general also. So buddies were actually very, very helpful for me.
So thank you guys for sharing all your valuable tips. So we see that people who crack BCG prepare hard. They're also equally invested in preparing for basics. So prepare for basics. Invest time in your resume. Invest time in preparing for case interview thoroughly and intensively. And definitely the D-Day decides what has to happen. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.